Hello students, today we will learn about units and measurement, chapter 2 of 11 science physics. In this chapter we will learn about physical quantities, types of physical quantities, what are units and what is measurement. All these we have to learn today. So first of all, I will try to give you definition of physical quantities. These are the quantities which are used to measure, to explain a physical phenomena and which are essentially measurable. There are two characteristics of physical quantities. These quantities are used to explain a physical phenomena. And second characteristic, which are essentially measurable. What is the meaning of explaining a physical phenomena? In our scientific world, we observe various phenomena and we try to explain those phenomena in terms of laws of physics, in terms of theories of physics. When we talk about laws of physics, a law of physics involves a number of physical quantities. These physical quantities have quantitative relation among themselves and they explain the particular phenomena under consideration. Now, for quantitative relationship between different physical quantities, it is very essential that these quantities should be measurable. For example, in lower classes, we have learned that force is equal to mass into acceleration. Force क्या है? Force can be expressed as the product of mass and acceleration. Here is a body. You want to produce an acceleration on this body. To produce an acceleration in this body, you have to apply a force. Now, how much force you need to apply? That depends upon mass and acceleration. So, the quantitative amount of force which is required to be applied on the body to produce a certain amount of acceleration depends upon the mass. So if mass and acceleration are not measurable, you cannot find the amount of force required to produce required acceleration. So this is one example how to explain the phenomena of force in terms of mass and acceleration. And in this example, I have explained that the value of force cannot be determined unless you know the mass of the body and you know the acceleration of the body. So phenomena of force can be explained only in terms of mass and acceleration, and both these should be measurable. So there are different types of physical quantities. There are so many examples in physics of physical quantities. तो बहुत सारी examples हमारे सामने हैं. तो examples. Mass. Everyone of you learned about mass, length, time, temperature, volume, density, speed, acceleration, force, there, etc. There are so many physical quantities which we use to explain different physical phenomena. Now, as I have told you, physical quantities are used to explain a physical phenomena and they are measurable. So second thing is how to measure a physical quantity. So now I will try to explain you the concept of measurement. How do you measure a physical quantity? What is the meaning of measurement? Scientific meaning. Everybody measures. You measure the length of a rod. You measure the length of a line. You measure the angle between two lines in geometry. When you build a house, you measure the length and breadth of the plot. You measure the length and breadth of each room. So in daily life, we measure a number of physical quantities. But what is the meaning of physical quantity and its measurement? I have learned the meaning of physical quantity. Now, what is the meaning of measurement? In scientific terms, measurement is a process to compare the physical quantity to be measured with an arbitrarily chosen reference standard of that quantity. I am reading it. Measurement is a process to compare the physical quantity to be measured with an arbitrarily chosen reference standard of that quantity. In what we do in measurement, suppose we want to measure the length of this line. What we do? We put a scale along the length of this line. Here are the marks of millimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 1 centimeter. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 2 centimeter. This is the scale. What we do? When we put the scale along the length of this line, we see that number of scale division which coincides with the ends of the. Here it is 0. Then 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter, 5. The end of the line coincides with 15th millimeter mark. You say that length of this line is 15 millimeter. 15 millimeter. Yani you have compared the length of this line with the length of a small division of the scale. This small division of the scale is also length. So you have compared the length of the line with the length of smallest division on the scale. And you found that this length is 15 times the length of smallest division. And what is smallest division? 1 millimeter. So you say the length of this line is 15 millimeter. So measurement has two parts. One is unit and second is numerical value. There are two parts of measurement. When you compare the length of a line, you are measuring the length of a line, then you are comparing the length of this line with the length of smallest unit, smallest division on the scale. So this smallest division on the scale, this is the chosen reference standard and this is known as unit. So what is unit? Unit is the chosen reference standard with which the quantity to be measured is compared. This reference standard should be of the same physical quantity. You want to measure the length, then chosen standard should be of length. You cannot measure length with chosen reference standard of mass. Both should be of the same physical quantity. If you want to measure the mass of an object, then unit should be of mass. Yani chosen reference standard should also be of mass. So this is something about unit. Now second part is numerical value. As I have told you, the length of this is 15 millimeter. So this 15 is the numerical part in the measurement of the length of this line. So how can you define numerical value? तो न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू क्या कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं? कैन यू टेल मी? इट इज वेरी सिंपल टू डिफाइन न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू in a measurement tells us how many times a unit is contained in the quantity to be measured. जिस क्वांटिटी को आप मेजर कर रहे हैं उसमें यूनिट कितनी बार आती है? तो यहां देख रहे हैं इस एग्जांपल में कि इन द लेंथ ऑफ दिस लाइन ए बी ए मिलीमीटर is contained 15 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15. This means in other way, the length of his line is 15 times the length of this unit. And this unit is 1 millimeter. So measure of the length is said to be 15 millimeter. Length of this line is said to be 15 millimeter. In general, if U is unit, N is numerical value, of measurement, then measure of the quantity is equal to n into u. The measure of a physical quantity is always represented as the product of numerical value and the unit. As I have told you earlier, length of the line can be represented as 15 millimeter. Length of a room may be 10 feet. So here, length of room 10 feet. Here 10 is the numerical value and feet is the unit with which the length of room is compared. You say the length of room is 10 times the length of a feet. जो यूनिट आपने ली है फीट की, रूम की जो लेंथ है उसकी 10 times है. Mass of an object is 5 kilogram. What does it mean? You have chosen the unit as kilogram. If mass is 5 kilogram, this tells us that the mass of the body, mass of the object is 5 times the mass of 1 kilogram. जो किलोग्राम आपने यूनिट ली है, mass of object is 5 times the mass of that object. So I think you have understood the concept of measurement. Now one very important thing is there. Now suppose an object, a quantity is measured in 2 different units, then what would happen? Suppose N1 and N2 are the numerical values in measurement of a physical quantity. In 2 different units. Respectively. वो यूनिट्स क्या हैं? U1 and U2 respectively. Then अब जरा सोचिएगा, सेम फिजिकल क्वांटिटी है, its numerical value is N1 in first unit, its numerical value is N2 in second unit. Now what is the measure of this quantity in first unit? This is N1 U1. And what is the measure of this quantity in second unit? This is N2 U2. The physical quantity is same. So measure of physical quantities will be same whether you measure it in first system of unit or you measure in second system of unit. For example, you measure the length of line in centimeter or you measure the length of the same line in millimeter, the length will remain same. Only the expression of measure will change. Suppose length is, I told you length is equal to 15 millimeter. This is one system of unit, but if you measure the same length of the same line in centimeter, you can put it as 1.5 centimeters. Unit has changed, numerical value has changed. So you can change the units, numerical value will change, but measure will remain same. So you can measure this physical quantity in different units, but measure will remain the same whether you measure in first system of unit or second system of unit or third system of unit. So from this equation, what we see, if U2 greater than U1, then N2 would be less than N1. यानी अगर आप बिग यूनिट में मेजर करते हैं किसी क्वांटिटी को तो उसकी न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू कम हो जाएगी, बट द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ N1U, N and U will remain the same. As I have Given the example, you measure the length of line in millimeter, the numerical value is 15. When you measure the same line in centimeter, you have increased the magnitude of unit, numerical value decreases. So if size of unit is more, then numerical value is less. So this is the law of measurement. Now we come to classification of physical quantities. How many types of physical quantities are there? So types of physical quantities. Basically, there are two types of physical quantities. Types of physical quantities. How many types of physical quantities are there? We have classified physical quantities in two categories. Number one, fundamental or basic physical quantities. Number two, derived physical quantities. Two types of physical quantities are there: fundamental or basic physical quantities. Second one is derived physical quantities. So first we'll learn about fundamental or basic physical quantities. So basic physical quantities क्या हैं, इनके बारे में समझना है. These are the physical quantities which cannot be, can neither be derived from one another, nor can they be resolved into other physical quantities. Example: mass, length, time, temperature, etc. What is the meaning of this? Okay, mass is a physical quantity which cannot be derived from length and time. Mass is a physical quantity that cannot be split into length and time. And this is a physical quantity which is complete in itself. It cannot be derived from length and time and temperature, etc. Nor it can be split into smaller physical quantities. So this is a fundamental physical quantity, a basic physical quantity. Similarly, length has nothing to do with the mass. Length cannot be explained in terms of mass, time, and temperature. Length cannot be expressed in terms of mass, time, and temperature. Length cannot be resolved into, cannot be split into time, temperature, and mass, etc. So each of these physical quantity is complete in itself. It cannot be defined in terms of other physical quantities. So these are known as fundamental or basic physical quantities. Then there is another type of physical quantities. They are known as derived physical quantities. So what are derived physical quantities? Let us try to understand. Second, derived physical quantity. As is implied from the name of this, these are the quantities. These are the quantities which can be derived from the fundamental quantities. These quantities can be derived or are derived rather, which are derived from fundamental quantities. And there is a long list of derived quantities. Example, speed, acceleration, momentum, force, density, volume, work, energy, etc. There is a long list of physical quantities which can be expressed, which can be derived from fundamental quantities of fundamental quantity I have told you earlier of length, mass, time, etc. यानी इन सभी क्वांटिटीज को, स्पीड को, एक्सेलरेशन को, मोमेंटम, फोर्स, डेंसिटी, वॉल्यूम, वर्क, एनर्जी, पावर, etc. All these can be expressed in terms of length, mass, time, etc. How? This we have to learn. देखिएगा कैसे इसको हम समझेंगे. Speed. How we define speed? Speed is defined as distance covered per unit time. So speed can be written as distance divided by time. Distance क्या है? Distance is the length between two places. So length divided by time. So we have expressed speed in terms of length and time. So speed is a derived quantity. Similarly, velocity, acceleration. Acceleration is defined as change in velocity divided by time. Now change in velocity can be expressed as length by time. Length by time again divided by time. So acceleration can be represented as length divided by time square. So we have expressed acceleration in terms of fundamental quantities of length and time square. One more example. Force. You have learned in lower classes and I have just told you, force is equal to mass into acceleration. Now mass is mass and I have just explained you acceleration can be written as length divided by time square. So force is equal to mass into length divided by time square. So we have expressed force in terms of fundamental quantity of mass, length, and time. Similarly, other physical quantities with other derived physical quantities, power, work, torque, moment of inertia, surface tension, coefficient of viscosity, elasticity, etc. All these are derived physical quantities, and they can be expressed in terms of fundamental quantities of length, mass, and time. So this is something about physical quantity, measurement, parts of measurement, types of physical quantities.